সো গুড মর্নিং এভরিওয়ান। এই ভিডিওটা বানাচ্ছি হচ্ছে ইন্টারেস্ট অন ড্রয়িং নিয়ে। সো লাস্ট ডে আমরা কিছুটা ইন্টারেস্ট অন ড্রয়িং এর কাজ করেছিলাম। কিছুটা বলতে the last day what we did was a single note, একটা সিঙ্গেল নোট নিয়েছিল, and only Bonnie, Kaustav and Raktin was present. So what I wrote over there, আমরা যেটা লিখেছিলাম ইন্টারেস্ট অন ড্রয়িং এর ফর্মুলাটা, and সেটা হচ্ছে জাস্ট আ মিনিট, ইন্টারেস্ট অন ড্রয়িং এর ফর্মুলাটা লিখেছিলাম হচ্ছে তোমার টোটাল অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ড্রয়িং ইনটু রেট বাই 100 ইনটু 6/12, and কথাটা ছিল হচ্ছে ডিউরিং দ্য মান্থ, মিনস ইফ the drawings are made during the month, তখন আমরা টাইম ফ্যাক্টরটাকে কি নেব 6/12. And there was a query made by Raktim that why 6/12, and what I told that I will be explaining in the next class, and unfortunately lockdown started. So now I will be discussing how this 6/12 is coming. Actually for calculating any interest, যে কোনো ইন্টারেস্ট ক্যালকুলেট করার জন্য আমাদের কি লাগে, অ্যামাউন্ট লাগে, রেট অফ ইন্টারেস্ট লাগে, আর টাইম ফ্যাক্টর লাগে। Just like your bank deposit, when you deposit some money in bank, then the amount of interest কার উপর depend করে total amount you are depositing in the bank, that is one factor. Next, for how long you are keeping the money, that is a factor. And third, what is the rate of interest? If you are keeping for the more time, more interest. If you are keeping a huge amount but less time, another interest. If you are keeping small amount, small time, but rate of interest is high, then you will be getting another time. So there are three factors, that is amount, rate and time factor. So what we did in our while doing interest on capital also, যখন আমরা ইন্টারেস্ট অন ক্যাপিটালও করছিলাম, তখন আমরা কি করলাম, তখন আমরা করছিলাম যে টোটাল অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ক্যাপিটাল, তার সাথে রেট, তার সাথে টাইম। যখন আমরা এই ভিডিওস মানে এই লেকচার দেখছিলাম, সরি, যে some amounts of capital is withdrawn between the months. সো তখন আমরা কি করছিলাম, মান্থ ফ্যাক্টরটা নিয়েছিলাম যে এত টাকা ক্যাপিটাল কত দিন থেকে কত দিন অবধি আছে, 6/12, 3/12, আবার বাকি টাকাটা কত দিন অবধি আছে। সিমিলারলি ইন্টারেস্ট অন ড্রয়িংও সেইভাবেই ক্যালকুলেট করা হয়। সো 6/12 এর কনসেপ্টে আমি টাইম ফ্যাক্টরটায় যাব। তো তার আগে ফার্স্টলি টেক ইউর কপিজ অ্যান্ড পেন্স অ্যান্ড রাইট ইফ ইউনিফর্ম অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ড্রয়িং আর মেড in the beginning of each month. I repeat, if uniform amount of drawings are made in the beginning of each month, the calculation for interest on drawing will be total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 6.5/12. Now people will ask me, the last day during the month it was 6. Now what I told, uniform amount in the beginning of each month, it is 6.5. How it is coming? So let me explain you how this time factor is coming. This is actually average period. So how to calculate average period? Average period equals to time left after first drawing plus time left after last drawing divided by 2. Point. So আমি কি বললাম, ইউনিফর্ম অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ড্রয়িং মেড ইন দ্য বিগিনিং অফ ইচ মান্থ, মানে প্রতি মাসে এভরি মান্থ এ পার্টনার ইজ ড্রয়িং, and that is a fixed amount, uniform amount, and in the beginning of every month, that is on the first date. So a financial year starts from April and ends on March. So on April 1st there is a drawing, on May 1st there is a drawing, on June 1st there is a drawing, on July 1st there is a drawing, and continues till March 1st. In every month there is a drawing, or that is also on the beginning date, that is on the first date. So suppose we take that amount, ওই অ্যামাউন্টটাকে আমরা ধরে নিলাম 500 রুপিস, তাহলে এপ্রিলের 1 তারিখে 500 টাকা ড্র করেছে, মের 1 তারিখে এগেইন 500 টাকা ড্র করেছে, জুনের 1 তারিখে এগেইন 500 টাকা ড্র করেছে। সো টাইম লেফট আফটার ফার্স্ট ড্রয়িং, So what is the time left after first drawing? When is the first drawing made? The first drawing is made on 1st April and the whole year is left. So I can say 12 months is left. because the April month is totally left. So therefore 12 month is left plus time left after last drawing. When is the last drawing made? Last drawing is made on the 1st of March. And how much time is left after last drawing? One whole month, that is the month of March. So again 1 divided by 2, that is 13 by 2 and hence 6.5. Is the concept clear? Therefore this is 6.5 by 12. Now next point, write if uniform amount of drawing are made at the end of each month. Again, the uniform amount of drawing made at the end of each month. The formula will be total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 5.5 by 12. I repeat, 5.5 by 12. This 5.5 by 12 is also average period. How the average period is calculated? Just same as. So let me explain you again so that it will be more clear to you. So first কবে draw করছে? Last date of April. And suppose last date of April যদি draw করে, how many months are, how many days are there in April? January, February, March, April, 30th day, 30 days. তো 30th একটা draw করছে. So what is the month left after first drawing? The month left after first drawing is the April month is whole gone. So May left, June left, July left, August left, and therefore I can say 11 months left because April month is not there. So time left after first drawing will be 11. And when is the last drawing made? Last drawing will be made on the 31st of March. How much time is left? No time is left because that is the end day. So 11 plus 0 is 11 by 2 and hence the average period will be 5.5 by 12. I hope this concept is clear, more clear to you now. This is how 5.5 by 12 comes. And about total amount of drawing. How will we calculate total amount of drawing? Firstly, we need to see that drawings are made every month. Whether it is in the beginning of every month or end of every month doesn't matter. Every month drawing is made. So there will be 12 drawings because April there is a drawing, May there is a drawing and it continues till March. So 12 drawings. So if the amount is 500, uniform amount is 500 and every month there is a drawing, irrespective of beginning, end or middle, it will be 500 into 12. So whenever there is a uniform amount of drawing monthly, we need to multiply into 12 to make the total amount of drawing in both the cases and in the next case also. Is the concept clear? Now the third type is, right, if uniform amount of drawings are made, in the middle of each month, that is on the 15th day, the formula will be total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 6 by 12. I am not showing this anymore because the video will become longer. It will be hard for me to upload because I need to upload 3 to 4 videos in 3 to 4 groups daily as per I have planned. So if you face any doubt with this time factor, you personally ping me. I will explain you at that point of time. Okay, so hence it will be 6 by 12. The average period will be 6 by 12. Now after discussing about monthly drawing, আমরা এবার ডিসকাস করব যদি কোয়ার্টারলি ড্রয়িং হয়। কোয়ার্টারলি ড্রয়িং মানে কি? সাপোজ this is a circle. So each one is known as a quarter. So how many drawings will be there? There will be 4 drawings. এটা একটা ড্রয়িং, এটা একটা ড্রয়িং, এটা একটা ড্রয়িং, এটা একটা ড্রয়িং। সো কেমন করে কোয়ার্টারলি ড্রয়িং হয় সেটা আমি দেখাচ্ছি। সেটা হচ্ছে ইন দ্য বিগিনিং অফ এভরি কোয়ার্টার হতে পারে, ইন দ্য এন্ড অফ এভরি কোয়ার্টার হতে পারে, অর ইন দ্য মিডল অফ এভরি কোয়ার্টার হতে পারে। সো ইন কেস অফ বিগিনিং অফ এভরি কোয়ার্টার, দ্য ফর্মুলা উইল বি টোটাল অ্যামাউন্ট অফ ড্রয়িংস ইনটু রেট বাই 100 ইনটু 7.5 by 12. Okay, so how drawings are made? Like there are 4 quarters. This is my calendar. My financial calendar starts on from April and ends on March, and beginning of, this is the first quarter, April to June is the first quarter, from July to September is the second quarter, from October to December is the third quarter, and from January to March it is the fourth quarter. So if beginning of every quarter, so which one is the beginning of every quarter? The 1st of April will be the beginning of first quarter, that 1st of July will be the beginning of second quarter, 1st of October will be the beginning of third quarter, and 1st of January will be the beginning of fourth quarter. Then the year ends. So there will be 4 drawings. There will be 4 drawings. On 1st April, partner will be drawing some amount, a uniform amount, and that same amount he will be drawing again on July 1st and not on May and June. Again he will not draw in August and September, he will draw in October. Again he will not draw in November and December, he will draw in January. So there will be 4 drawing, and therefore total amount of drawing can be calculated as, suppose if the amount is 500, so how many times he is drawing? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 into 500, that is 2000. The total amount of drawing will be 2000. It will be same in all the 3 cases. In case of quarter, just like in month, drawings in month, I have discussed already that the uniform amount need to be multiplied with 12 irrespective of middle of the month, end of the month, or the beginning of the month. Similarly, in case of quarter, irrespective of beginning, end and middle, it should be multiplied with 4. And I showed you how these 4 drawings are made, that after a period of 3 months, within a gap of every 3 months. So total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 7.5 by 12. And again this time factor I am explaining you, that is the average period which I discussed last day also. That is average period is how many the time left before, time left after the first drawing. When is the first drawing made? The first drawing is made on April 1st. How much time is left? The whole year is left. There were 12. What is the time left of the last drawing? When is the last drawing is made? Last drawing is made on Jan 1st. And therefore how much left? That's whole Jan, whole Feb and whole March. Therefore 3 days left. 12 plus 3 divided by 2, that is 15 by 2 is 7.5. This is how we get 7.5 by 12. I hope this is clear. Now in the end of every quarter, so before writing in the end of every quarter, you must write this one, this format, in order to understand the average period. If you feels like writing that, because doing more and more sum, you will automatically, this will get stuck in your mind. You need not to, I'm just explaining to clear the concept. It is not required for doing the sum. That average period is not required. You just need to remember 7.5. But how this 7.5, how this 6.5, how this 6 is coming, I am explaining you for your clearing your concepts. Now in end of every quarter, the total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 4.5 by 12. So how 4.5 by 12 is coming? Now end of every quarter. This is the first quarter. What will be the end of first quarter? The last date of June. January, February, March, April, May, June, 30th. On 30th of June it will be the first drawing. Then second drawing will be made on the last day of the second quarter. That is on 30th again, I think. July, August, 30th again. Then last date of December, that is 31st. And it will be again last date of the March, that is 31st. So how many drawings? 4 drawings. So total amount of drawing will be calculated as the uniform amount into 4, as I explained before, into rate by 100 and 4.5 by 12. See what is the time left after first drawing. The first drawing is made on June 30th. So from June 30th, how many months are left? The whole July. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 months are left. And what is the time left after the last drawing? Last drawing is made of March 31st, and that is the end day. No time is left. Therefore 0. 9 plus 0 divided by 2. Hence 4.5. There we get 4.5 by 12. The last one is in the middle of every quarter, and of course uniform amount. So while writing the note, while taking the note, you must write uniform amount in every line. I am not mentioning due to the shortage of space. You must mention uniform amount. So if uniform amount is made, drawings are made in the middle of every quarter, total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 6 by 12. I am not discussing time factor for the last case. For the last case I am not discussing. In case if you feel any doubt, you need to ping me up in WhatsApp, and I will surely clear your doubts regarding this. So I hope this quarter part is clear. So we came to know about 6 formulas, rather 7 formulas. The first one which we gave in the live class or the physical class, where I mentioned about how to calculate drawing in case the drawings are made during the year. And then I have already discussed in case of month, the 3 situations, that is in the beginning of the month, end of the month and middle of the month. Now I discuss if they are made, drawings are made in quarter, that is also there are 3 cases, in the beginning of a quarter, end of a quarter and middle of a quarter. Now the next type of drawing is the drawing during 6 months. What does the drawing during 6 months means? Now firstly, if you want to write about this quarter differentiation, how to calculate this, excuse me, you please take this note first, and because I need to wrap this up for explaining this one. So during 6 months, what does during 6 months means? During 6 months means the partner will draw in any of the 6 months. Like from April he starts drawing every month, April, May, June, July, August, September, and he stops drawing from October. Or it may happen like he starts drawing from October and ends on March and not drawing in the first 6 months. Am I able to make you clear? The concept is clear. Like the business started from April, and one of the partners started withdrawing a uniform amount of money from the month of April itself, and he stopped in the September. He withdrew the same amount in April, the same amount in May, June, July, August, September, and from October 1st he is not withdrawing any amount. And another partner is there, suppose, who didn't withdraw from April to September but started withdrawing from October to March. So this is known as drawing during 6 months, and there are also 6 cases. This during 6 months, whether they are drawn in that those months beginning, or in the end of those months, or in the middle of those months. Now, in the beginning of each month during the 6 months, how will you calculate the total amount of drawing? Into rate by 100 into 3.5 by 12. So let me first explain you how 3.5 by 12, then I will discuss about the total amount of drawing also. The average period is how we need to calculate the average period. Beginning of each month. So let me take that the partner have withdrawn from April to September, and he didn't withdraw from October to February. He didn't withdraw from October to February. So from April to September there are how many months? There are 6 months. So he withdrew in the beginning of April. First date of April he withdrew. So how much time is left? The time left is 6 months, because this whole 6 months is left. How much time is left after the last drawing? The last drawing is made on September 1st. And how much time is left? This whole September month is left. And therefore 6 plus 1 divided by 2, and we get 3.5. During the 6 month, at the end of average, let me explain the total amount of drawing first. Now total amount of drawing, this amount of drawings are made every month and for a period of 6 months, not a period of the whole year. That's not monthly one. In case of monthly, we multiply the uniform amount of drawing with 12. But in this case, we need to multiply uniform amount of money, amount of drawing with 6. Because 500, suppose 500 in April, 500 in May, 500 in June, July, September, August. So therefore 500 into 6. The total amount of drawing will be calculated multiplying with 6. Now in case of end of each month, this total drawing will be the same. It will be multiplied with 6 in every case when the drawings are made during 6 months, whether in beginning, end or middle, that doesn't matter. But during 6 months if drawings are made, then the multiplication total amount of drawing will be calculated multiplying the uniform amount with 6 only. Now during the 6 months, what we will get this 2.5. Total amount of drawing into rate by 100 into 2.5 by 12 into 2.5 by 12. Let me show you how 2.5 by 12. It is not mentioned here. But I'll show you. See, the first drawing will be made on the last day of April, that is 30. So how much time is left? That's 5. I can say 5 months is left after first drawing. And when the last drawing will be made, it will be made on the last day, that is 30th of September. And how much time is left? No time is left, because we need to calculate within the 6 month period only, not considering the whole year. Therefore, no time is made. So divided by 2, and we get 5 by 2, and hence 2.5. This is not mentioned here, so you take a note from here only. This is the discussion for calculation for 2.5 in case of end of each month. Here is the calculation of average period. Last comes the middle of each month during the 6th month. The total amount of drawing will be same as before, that is multiplying the uniform amount with 6 and rate by 100 and 3 by 12, and I am not explaining this one because of lack of time and space also. Thank you. The next video I will be uploading today itself, and it will be on a comprised sum which will consist of interest on drawing, which will consist of other items which other adjustment we did before, that is interest on capital, salary, commission, everything will be there. We will be discussing a whole sum like that, and we will be providing you homework. Thank you.